butterflies, you don't want to pull them off and you don't want to kill them.
Butterflies like clusters of flowers they can walk across to gather nectar. Hummingbirds, on the other hand, love red and orange tubular flowers. They'll even stick around during the winter as long as there's a nectar source available, such as rosemary, bush germander, anisacanthus, and Mexican fire. Coral fountain plants and teckomas also help hummingbirds out during that time of year.
Designing a wildlife habitat in your yard, it's nice to have an open area where birds and butterflies can easily fly in and out of. That's maybe full sun for some of the real flowery plants that you want to provide. So a nice open area in the center for a vegetable garden, flowers, maybe a patio is a good idea.
Surround this with shade trees and you can have a yard that's a welcoming place for people, plants, and wildlife.
The thing to keep in mind is in Las Vegas, you can't just use the same plant material that you used in other parts of the country, back east or in coastal California. You have to find the plants that work really well in Las Vegas. And if you do that, your maintenance will be much lower, your plants will be healthier, and you'll have a much better job attracting the wildlife that is local.
Need help building your wildlife habitat at home? Gardening classes are always offered at the Springs Preserve, where you'll find a robust gardening community to learn from and a zoology staff ready to answer questions about any mystery lizards or critters who come to call. Before you know it, you'll be hosting your own beautiful home habitat for wildlife. In a city that has cornered the market on staging stellar events, we think the Springs Preserve really distinguishes itself as a place to party and meet while taking in the beauty of this natural and cultural landscape. We provide some of the most unique and creative spaces for hosting any type of gathering, from weddings to corporate meetings. Begin planning your own event by visiting springspreserve.org to fill out our venue rental request form, or call us at 702-822-8779. It's a pretty well-kept secret that you won't find many non-stick pans in a professional kitchen. Today, Chef Cicely shows us why chefs prefer to let food stick to their pans during cooking. And she uses this technique to create a rich, savory flavor in her version of chicken scarpariello.
A lot of cooks, when they start in the kitchen, think that a pan like this, without any non-stick, doesn't work right. Well, the truth is, French pans and a lot of high-quality cookware, we actually want things to stick to the pan because it creates the basis for a whole lot of flavor, like in what I'm making today, which is scarpariello. So the first thing I did to get this beautiful fond was render some Italian sausage. Then in the rendered fat of that Italian sausage, I sauteed some chicken thighs, and I'm holding those aside. So now I have this wonderful pan with beautiful fond in it, and I'm simply going to deglaze it. That was red wine vinegar that I just went ahead and dumped in there. I am going to grab a spatula and scrape off all of that delicious goodness. Now, one of my best friends growing up is always looking for great dishes she can make that are family friendly for her kids, that she loves, her husband loves, and her kids love. So she took this dish and made it with sweet peppers instead of with hot peppers. And so